unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psalmistry, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy works. I will triumph in the works of thy hand. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. We will stop there and talk to us about the expressions of thanksgiving. Come on, say the expressions of thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is an opportune time that we come to express our feelings toward another for something grateful that they have done for us, or good that they've done for us. Thanksgiving is an expression of appreciation. What we are saying, I appreciate what has been done. It is an expression of gratitude. Gratitude meaning that you are saying, I am grateful for what you've done, and so therefore I will acknowledge it by responding to it. So as we respond to our gratefulness that God has done for us, we want to use expressions to let him know that we appreciate it. No doubt you have done something for someone in your lifetime, and because you have done such a deed for them, you welcome words of expression saying, I appreciate it. There have been times in which I know that you have done something for another and they did not say thank you or show any type of appreciation. But you thought in terms of it and began to think about it and say, why did not they say something in way of appreciation? Because you have gone out of your way to do something special for that person, but looked like somewhere along the line they did not think enough of it to just say thank you. Thank you is cheap, but it is so powerful. Thank you just maybe just one word, but it expresses deep feelings. So therefore, when we come to the point of looking at what God has done for us, God appreciates us telling him, thank you. We all are blessed, and we all have benefited from the goodness of God. One of the summit, the word of the Lord say, it is through him that we live, we move, and we have our being. So because it is in him that we live, we move, and have our being, we should be grateful to him, although we may not have everything that we desire. We do not have everything that we want. Everything may not have been like Sunday. But God has been good to us. You may not be driving the car that you want to drive, but it is good to have a car to drive. You may not have the shoes that you want to have, but you ought to thank God for having shoes. Because there's someone that do not have shoes to wear. Somebody do not have food to eat. Whereas God has allowed us to be able to have more than enough. Sometimes we sit at our table and we have a choice as to what we want to eat and what we don't want to eat. And then we eat all we want to eat, and then we throw the rest of it in the trash can. Many times it is enough to feed a hungry child. But yet we come to the point sometimes forget to give God thanks, to let him know, Lord, I appreciate what you have done for me. So therefore, as we come and as we come into season, we want to be able to let God know that we appreciate him and what he has done for us. Therefore, I have 5 measures here, or 5 ways of expression that I want to share with you, that you can let God know that God will be pleased with you telling him, Lord, I am grateful and I appreciate what you have done for me. The first mean is the way of worship. Come on, say worship. Worship, God desires to be worshiped. God alone desires to be worshiped because he is God. We worship God to acknowledge his divine perfection. God is perfect, and there is no frailty, there is no neglect, there is no unfinished business about God. God is perfect. God is the ideal thing or a person that we should want to be like. So therefore we should model ourselves after God. So therefore he is to be worshipped. He is to be adored. God is God. So therefore we worship him because of his divine perfection. We also worship him because of who he is. We worship God because of who he is. Who is God? God is the omnipotent one. Omnipotent one meaning that he is almighty. That he is infinite in power. That he is unlimited in his authority. God is able to do anything. And God is able to do all things. If God could do anything, he can do all things. So therefore he is omnipotent. No matter what power that you may observe, there is no power greater than God's power. God is the one that gives power to us, and without him we are nothing. Somebody tell the Lord thank you. We acknowledge God because he is omnipresent. Omnipresent meaning that he is everywhere at the same time. And he's not only everywhere at the same time, but he is everywhere all of the time. All of the time we cannot get away from God. The psalmist began to ask the question in the 39th Psalm. He said, whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, he is there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand be. Lead me in thy right way, and thy right hand shall hold me. So no matter where we go, God is there. He is omnipresent. You cannot hide from God. You may try to do some secret thing, but even behind closed doors, God is there. Even in your secret place, God is there. No matter where you go, God is there. So therefore, you cannot hide from God. So therefore, we need to understand that even in our secretness that we try to keep from everybody else, God knows. He knows. And somebody began to say, God got your number. And he knows where you live. So therefore, you cannot hide from God. He is also omniscient. Omniscient meaning that he is infinite in knowledge. That he knows all things. The psalmist also, the same psalmist, began to pick it up. And he began to talk about it in, that is the 139th Psalm. He said, O Lord, thou hast searched me, and thou knowest me. Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprise. Thou understandest my thoughts afar off. He knows what you're thinking. Even if you don't say it, he knows what you're thinking. Sometimes you can look at a person and you can figure out what they're thinking because of the facial expression in which they have. God does not have to wait until you express it on your face. He already knows what you are thinking. So therefore, if you're thinking evil, he knows it. If you're thinking good, God knows it. Thou comparest my path and my lying down. Thou art acquainted with my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue. But lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thy hand upon me. Listen at what the psalmist says. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. The knowledge that God has is no comparison to the knowledge that you have. I got a word for you to let you know the knowledge that you have, God gave it to you. God knew it before you knew it. So therefore, whatever you are thinking, that you know when you get to the point that you are so high and mighty, that you know more than everybody else, you don't know as much as God knows.